Hello and welcome to another episode here on Viking.TV with me, Anne Diamond. Today I'm in a little village called Great Milton in Oxfordshire, and I'm at the home of somebody who must be the most famous Frenchman in the whole of Britain, and certainly one of the most famous Frenchmen and chefs in the entire world. His name you will know immediately. He's called Raymond Blanc, and this is his home and his dream. This is the Manoir aux Quatre Saisons. It's more than a restaurant, it's more than a hotel, and it's more than the acres and acres of gardens that surround it. But they are his dream of being able to grow food and bring it from the garden to the plate in the most stylish way you can imagine. He calls it simple. He makes it look simple, and it's certainly tasty. And he's going to show us some of his most famous recipes. He's actually going to do it for us in his famous kitchen. When he met Prince Charles a while ago, he was actually at Prince Charles's home, Highgrove. And as we know, Prince Charles then, now the king, was always absolutely dedicated to organic farming and the same sort of thing, bringing the garden to the plate. They got on like a house on fire. In fact, the people who were following them round heard then Prince Charles say to Raymond Blanc, "Do you know you're an absolute genius? And I'm told that your gardens are better than mine." So Raymond duly invited the king to the Manoir. And it was a very rainy day, but it didn't dampen the enthusiasm of either of them, because they went round the Manoir gardens, and Prince Charles then said to him, "You know, you are a genius and your garden is better than mine." He is the most amazing man, Raymond. His enthusiasm knows no bounds, and he has agreed to invite us into the Manoir. So let's go and have a look now at this amazing man, this amazing place, which is now celebrating its 40th anniversary.
Obviously, I'm a Frenchman, you can hear it all the way. I came in England way back in 1972. I'm totally self-taught. I started as a cleaner, then I became a washer-up, the best washer-up, and I was the best cleaner as well. Then I was a waiter, but I couldn't enter the kitchen. Everything went wrong, okay? I told the chef that the sauces were too heavy, and he broke my jaw. So I decided to go to England, and maybe England would give me a chance.
Well, the process of growing was pretty painful. It was sweat, just pure sweat.
Food in the UK, way back in 1984, there was no food culture. It's as simple as that. And of course, gastronomy was really so embellished, so it was all about effect, and there was no real connection with the soul.
Champagne, I see.
So Anne, so lovely to see you.
Yes, it's lovely to see you.
It's such a long time.
Why
did you wait so long?
Yeah, I don't know why I've waited so long, but it's worth it now.
Okay, a bit of champagne, hein? Oui,
Yes,
Mastin. Voilà. Let's see if I can still do it.
I'm sure you've done it a million times.
Oh mon Dieu.
Oh, very nice.
Not a very good opening.
Oh, it's a perfect sound.
Yeah, but you don't want that pop in front of the guests. It's disgraceful.
I like a pop.
Unprofessional. But for a party, it's great.
Yes, it is. Oh, how lovely.
Voilà.
Santé.
Santé. And it's really lovely to welcome you back.
It's wonderful.
Really? Okay.
Now, do you know, that is a good one. I wanted to ask you about this lovely book, which is when you open it, you can't put it down. And every page you turn, you think, I wonder if I could cook that. And that's the whole point of this book, isn't it? It's simple but gorgeous.
Yeah. It's this book is actually I had a very nasty COVID. Okay, for 2 months and a half I was in hospital. I managed to come out, but it was really a horrible ordeal. They wanted to put me in that department, you know, where they put the tubes and
the
so on.
respirator
And you know
thing.
you're not going to come out of it.
Well, that's what they said,
So I decided
didn't they?
to fight, okay? I managed actually on my hospital bed with that horrible mask to completely learn how to meditate, something which I've tried for 40 years and I failed miserably. But on my hospital bed, I managed to meditate and put myself in a place where I've learned to control my breathing, and after 10 days of totally concentrating day and night, breathing, putting oxygen in my lungs, eventually I managed to succeed. And mostly what made me succeed effectively was effectively that process of meditation.
Yes, isn't that
Not bad.
strange?
And then I forgot immediately after when you feel well again, and then
You don't do
forget.
it anymore.
It's terrible, isn't
But
it?
COVID taught you the art of
absolutely,
meditation.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't realise you were in hospital so long.
It was not a good place to be, no.
No. What is fascinating is that you say it taught you meditation, but also I think a feeling of nostalgia, because this book is full of beautiful, nostalgic recipes that take you back to your childhood.
Well, it always does, and it's true that when you are when you are ill, you are terribly unwell, you feel vulnerable, and when you feel vulnerable, you close to spirituality, you close to that. It's a very emotional moment, and that book, yes, it connects right back to your childhood, to this, and all this book also was wanting to demystify food, to completely make it simple, accessible, to make it joyful and easy, so you don't spend a whole day reading a 10-page recipe.
That's right. But you add the Raymond Blanc touch.
That's
I
right.
mean, you look at something very simple like, the soup, your maman's soup. Vegetable soup, but you serve it in 3 different ways.
Just for fun.
Just for fun, but...
It's called Simply Raymond, and I serve it 3 ways.
Absolutely. But I'll bet that cooking those recipes, thinking of those recipes, takes you right back to your childhood in France.
Completely, yes, completely. And I was lucky to, and I know every chef will tell you that, but I'm a post-war boy, okay, and my grandmother was an extraordinary cook, a farmer as well, so I understand where the food comes from. Exactly, yes. And we had a huge garden, which was it's a cottage industry, where that garden was not about a little bit of garden to make it look good. It was about feeding a family of 7.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, okay? That means I used to hate the garden. Because, of course, once your friends are playing football,
you had nowhere to play football.
You're in the garden.
There were green beans
helping your
growing.
father, growing beans, digging the soil, watering the plant. Oh my God, it's a full-time job, you have no idea. On the other hand, what he taught me is about seasonality, about varietals, of course, learning how to cook. My mom was a great cook as well. Okay, so and really that understanding that food is an act of love. Okay, from growing it to cooking it and to give it to your friends and your loved ones. Like
nurturing.
Now.
It's nurturing like a child,
of course,
nurturing
absolutely.
a child.
So I think a lot of it is food from my childhood. Simplicity. You cannot do a Manoir recipe, with 20 pages. That is a one-page recipe. It's concise. It's focused, and it's easy.
Yes.
It's easy. You feel in trust. You put in trust reading this book because it's achievable. You can do it. And today I'm going to cook a great favorite of mine, and I know of yours as well, the lemon drizzle cake. And my mama and my grandmother used to do this fantastic cake for a special feast, which was the Epiphany, a long time ago. But my God, I love the smell of this cake, and it's ready now. Okay, let's take it out. I know because I've tested the temperature inside, and it is 88 degrees. So I know it's perfectly cooked. Très bien. It is absolutely beautiful. It has risen beautifully. Great crust as well. Fantastic smell inside here. Okay, it is really perfect. But we'll see later. Okay, so immediately place the cake to cool down, onto a pastry rack. He's very happy here. About 20 minutes to 1 hour. Okay, so it's cooling down. So you can then apply your glaze. I've got my apricot jam here, and I'm going to warm it up a little bit to glaze my beautiful cake. First, I'm going to take a zest of lemon and grate it in my glaze. That's going to give a wonderful flavor to the glaze upon the drizzle cake. So juice of a lemon, so let's cut that up. Place your fingers in it. About 45 grams icing sugar here. Très bien. So we're going to pass it through a sieve. Then you whisk. So that's nice, lovely. Et voilà. So nice glazing here. Very thin, you don't want too much. So a little moment of magic now. So drizzle, I would like to warm it up a little bit here. Voila. And there you're quite generous about it. Okay, now I'm going to place it in the preheated oven at 180 degrees centigrade. Turn off the oven and dry it just for 3 minutes. So now the glaze is ready. And it is shiny, it is absolutely beautiful. It has crystallized stunningly. The heat has taken the moisture away. And look how beautiful it is. I know each of you are tempted, would be tempted, and I am, to eat it now. But it's not ready, it needs to cool down completely. Well, as it cools down, the moisture goes out, the glaze will draw out, and will create that beautiful crust that every one of us wants to have. I think this cake will really provide an amazing afternoon tea or desserts for your family. Hope you enjoy it because it is special. Merci.
I want you to show everybody watching now the beauty of the lemon drizzle cake.
Okay, so shall I carve it? And
Yes,
you'll carve
please.
it?
Well, no, you.
yes.
No, you. But I don't know which knife you want.
Oh, we'll take that one.
This is really important to me, the lemon drizzle cake. It's in your book, and your mum.
No, I shouldn't cut it that way.
Oh.
Oh God, I cut it the wrong way. Okay, so now, so we got the first. We're going to give you that beautiful slice.
That's a very big
Look
slice.
How it's
Yeah.
how easy. Just the weight of the knife goes through it.
It's
okay?
like you said. You told me that this is a French cake. I've always known a lemon drizzle cake, but this is just beautiful.
Okay, très bien.
There's something about
So easy.
It's the cake in the middle that's gorgeous, but the lemon drizzle on the top is just right. It has to crackle slightly.
Yeah, taste it. Absolutely. Oh, and please, you promise you're not going to be guilty about it, okay? No guilt. Huh?
No.
Okay, my food is not about guilt. It's about joy. It's about enjoyment. It's about fun. It's about, okay?
It's just beautiful.
Oh.
Why did you choose the lemon drizzle cake to be in everybody's room?
Lemon, you can have it all year round. So you have to think of a fruit which is all year round, and you can have lemon all year round. It's a shame they don't grow in UK. I tried to grow mangoes, but it didn't work, and lemon didn't work either too well. They like that.
Yes, I know. They're very small and they don't taste the same.
So you have to know your
They
limits.
need Mediterranean sunshine, don't they, really?
Jane, I know you're gourmand.
Yes.
You love your food.
I do love food.
You love lifestyle.
Yes.
You love fun. You love the whole world. Okay, so I'm going to do a dish for you, okay, which is one of my oldest dish. Way back in 88, I was the first chef to embrace molecular gastronomy.
Molecular gastronomy.
And the first chef to leave it. Because for me, chemistry is important. It should be part of a dish. But for me, food is a whole kitchen. It's beautiful look here. It is you, the guests around the table, the lovely producers who grow that cucumber, the chef who cut it beautifully. It's all of that. It's a one, okay, so it's a perfect ensemble.
Yes.
And from a moment you take one single element from that ensemble, you create a fashion. That's why I was the first to come in molecular gastronomy and the first to come out, because I do not want to create a fashion. But Eston Blumenthal was in my kitchen, so I said to him, Eston, that's for you. And of course, he's the best, and he's done absolutely brilliant with it. So he was in this kitchen. Absolutely, yeah.
How long was he in this kitchen?
About a year. Yeah. I wanted to understand the chemistry of food. So, being self-taught chef, I was missing the technique, you understand, that you have, Luc. Okay, because you worked under great chefs. Okay. And 6 years at Le Manoir, by the way.
Yes.
Okay, and he ended up sous chef in 6 years. Yeah. From a young commie to sous chef. And then went on to create his own restaurant. He won so many medals. Okay, that's to me, Luc, he's going to be he's already a great chef that we will be was the greatest chef in UK and beyond.
That's wonderful.
Okay, and we have a young man who really, absolutely. Oh,
What is that?
this is a little mouli. Okay, to give a little bit of texture underneath. Voilà.
Yeah.
And that's voilà, très bien. So that salmon is special,
It looks beautiful.
very special. And I wanted to create a dish which was spring, which had to be with spring, a dish which was light, a dish which was extraordinary. And I didn't want to have a cooked salmon, neither did I want a raw salmon. And it took me about 6 months to find exactly the way to denaturate the protein. That means to give you a salmon which is raw, but it tastes cooked.
Really?
But better. And flakes which are beautiful, melting, light. And the color is transcendent and a serious expression of the spring. So around it, it changes according to the seasons. It changes according to the season.
There's a little cauliflower.
Little cauliflower with also dish. Okay, voilà. Oh. Voilà.
Yes.
So you got your little cauliflower here. So then a little bit of sauce. I'm going to put a tiny bit of water, thin it down. And voila. Always taste. That's what you have to say to your team. Mustard.
Yeah.
Mustard and dill sauce.
Yes.
And it goes, of course,
Beautiful.
traditional with salmon.
Good.
Luc, don't say anything. And I put water.
Can I? Can I?
No.
No?
Yes.
Can I?
What you want? A little bit more water.
All right.
So always tasting, the most crucial part is to make a dish. So I want to thin it down. Voila. Taste. And you got the things, those have been cured.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Those have been cured and frozen, which breaks down the water inside the cucumber, which bursts out, and that's why you have such an extraordinary emerald green color. Okay?
Almost translucent,
Yeah?
isn't it?
Absolutely. And the saltiness is only light. Voilà. Voilà. Et voilà.
Oh. Beautiful.
So it's fresh. You can see the colors of the spring.
Olive oil?
Okay. No. That's dill and basil oil.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's a wonderful colour.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's about taste, about texture. Okay. That's it. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of that salt, baby salt, which goes so well with the salmon. It looks this beautiful little. That means you know, 4-leaf.
4-leaf clover.
Yeah, 4 cloves. Be good.
You grow 4-leaf clovers.
Yes, we have. We have
Wow.
them. I'll show them to you. They are in the.
In your herb garden?
We have a micro herb garden. Okay, which I created when I went to America. I was in a southern part of America, and I met Farmer Joe, who is the most renowned farmer in America.
Oh.
And he was the first to grow micro herbs way back, Luke. Okay, in 1919 when we did our American food revolution here. You see, and that's why we brought.
You weren't even born
Absolutely.
then.
Absolutely. It just Luke just reminded me that actually he was, he was born exactly. He was not born when I did this dish. Our strength.
I know, it makes us all feel old.
So,
And caviar?
of course. That's totally sustainable, grown in France, totally sustainable.
Oh, good.
Okay?
Oh, gosh, that looks perfect.
voilà.
Yes, that's lovely.
And you've got a plate of spring,
Yes.
0 calorie or maybe 6 or 7, no more.
Not
So you
many
can enjoy
there,
it, okay?
no.
No guilt whatsoever.
Oh, that's
But you
wonderful.
can- okay,
That-
so
that is a
that's
painting.
a confit of salmon, which
Yeah.
is cooked. No, it's not cooked. I denaturate the protein by applying a temperature 42 degrees, not 43, not 41, 42. And it gives that amazing taste and texture. You're going to taste it.
Yes,
of
I
course.
will.
You're going to taste it.
I'm-
Shall we bring the other
I
dishes?
don't like to disturb a
Can we-
work of art, but that looks amazing. Oh, yes, now.
Look, the agnellotti, see, all that is spring. But we create the food, our food is always go by months. We change the season every month. Okay, so because there's always a vegetable or a fish or a meat which fits. Okay, so effectively there's a tremendous amount of
So what do we have here?
heritage tomatoes. You have little vegetables from the garden,
Yes.
okay, chopped with a bit of basilic. So all the heritage tomatoes are different. There's a little agnellotti, so pasta, okay, with a honey and goat cheese inside.
Inside.
Absolutely, and of course pepper, lime juice, a dash of vinegar, just little.
Just to make it beautiful.
Yes, and taste. There's taste. It's not just beauty.
And what is the liquid that is in there? You said it was...
Essence of tomato.
What is
Again,
essence of tomato?
Essence of tomato is my oldest dish. Again, I remember my mum. She used to grow Marmont tomatoes, big fat tomatoes outside in a big garden, half of the size of the Manoir garden, to feed a family of 7 all year round. Okay? And I remember she would pick up the tomatoes when they were nearly on the break, nearly ripe, and she would put them all over the kitchen on the windowsill to finish them off.
Yes.
And it was like going in, that kitchen was like a tomato garden.
Yeah.
The smell, of course, of the green stems. So you're going to taste that first.
This is essence of tomato?
Okay, so to finish my tomato story,
Oh, that's beautiful.
isn't it? That dish I created is
Sweet.
such a, I don't even know the year, but it's such a long time ago. And that's what the great classic of the Manoir. We put it with the rice. It goes very well with the tomato essence, with the rice. We use it, on so many dishes because it's so clean, so fresh. So
Very fresh.
idea, so my mom would do a tomato salad. She would cure the tomatoes first. The salt would draw the water out of the tomato, and she did a beautiful tomato salad. The best part of the tomato salad was the juice,
Yes.
which I always wanted to reinvent. And it took me months and months to create this dish.
It is
Okay,
beautiful.
and eventually, when I saw Monsieur Benoit doing his coulis of raspberry in a fine muslin cloth, I said, Eureka, got it. Okay, and so easy, do it at home. Buy cherry tomatoes, the K variety is the best.
Yeah.
Chop them in half, put them in a big bowl with basilic, bit of salt, pepper, okay, 2 leaves of tarragon. That's all. That's enough. It's clean. Okay, not too many herbs. Then you macerate it for 24 hours. Then you grind them up lightly. We don't want the red chlorophyll.
No.
The red chlorophyll is bitter. Just want to break the tomato a little bit, just for half a second. Then you bring them after 24 hours maceration. You put them into a double muslin cloth, and the compression of the tomato will extract this essence here.
Yeah.
And there you have the heart of the tomato.
I have to try
Clean
that.
and beautiful. You're going to
I'm going to try that. I'm going to taste it
And you
again.
taste, absolutely.
It is beautiful. Who would have thought of doing that?
Well,
Your mum.
my mum has been the hugest person, like his mum, like Luke's mum. It's true. It's amazing. Your culture, wherever you come from, if you're lucky enough to have a great mum and in a food culture, a lot of things can happen.
Yes,
Okay?
that is
So
gorgeous.
that's really the heart of the tomato. So now you've got the beautiful salmon here, and you're going to taste that.
Yes,
Wow.
I will. Yeah.
Okay, so then you have here.
Now, what is
So
this?
Luke has added something to my sense of tomato. Luke, can you talk about that dish, please?
So what is in the centre?
It's the essence, which we freeze, and then we dip in a very thin cocoa butter shell.
Oh.
So it looks like a tomato, and then you have the theatre of cracking it open. So this is one of our amuse-bouches.
An
It's
amuse
just to
bouche.
amuse you
Amuse-bouche.
before you start
I am
the
very
serious
amused,
business
yes.
of eating with your friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks sensational.
And that is
It's a work of art.
Sorbet, guys. So it's here.
And this is
So that is again one of my dishes which I created in 1996. I remember it because it's one of my book, and you can see it is in Cooking for Friends.
yeah.
And I did a terrine of tomato of beetroot with wild.
That is
wild,
a terrine of beetroot.
Yeah, terrine of beetroot, and I did it with a wild pigeon in the middle
Oh.
of it.
My
breast.
goodness.
Okay, and then it was done in 2 times. So I created this beautiful dish, which is, and you have is bound by the, you know, we do a beetroot essence.
Yes.
Okay, a bit of vinegar, tiny bit of sugar, and agar. So it's vegan. All these dishes, no, this dishes is vegan. That dish is vegan. And you can bring a vegan.
That's got cheese in it,
You can bring a vegan, but they are amazing dishes. I don't like to categorize, vegan, vegetarian. To me, it's good food. And okay, so then you have, so you've got the sweetness here and a beautiful texture, and then you have a horseradish sorbet here.
Whoa.
You taste that because it's going to melt. Fork, knife, guys, s'il vous plaît. Taste that first.
Mm.
So that's my dish. All those are my dishes.
What is,
Sure.
what is it? What's the flavour?
Horseradish.
That's horseradish.
Yeah.
But not too much.
No, but just enough. Go for it.
Really?
Yeah, you go for it. But look, I want to show
Oh,
you something.
look how
Look.
tender it is.
Look.
Oh yes, you can use your
You
fingers.
see
Yeah.
how every flake.
Yeah.
Look.
Oh, it's beautiful.
You see how these flakes are beautiful? And it's not raw and it's not cooked. That's through the process of denaturation of those proteins by
beautiful.
a particular heat here.
That is beautiful.
So take the cauliflower, take
Yeah.
it all, please.
The salmon is beautiful. It's so tender. Yes.
Wait, and they cast her.
Yeah.
Isn't that
And we
nice?
smoke it lightly for the outon. When outon starts to smoke.
And as you say, it's just breaking up into flakes.
Yeah.
My pleasures.
Oh, it's beautiful. Does it still give you a buzz when you cook something
Of course.
and somebody like me eats it and says, oh,
Of course, that's happening every
Because-
day. We have about 70 guests coming
Yeah.
every day, every lunch, every dinner. And to see the joy on the guest's face, that is created by a whole team, by everything.
Yeah.
It's not just about the food. It's about the environment you're creating.
Yeah.
Joyful, beautiful work of art, warm and friendly
But you-
staff who's
but you-
knowledgeable.
yeah,
and
but you have created it
Yeah.
with care and love, and you've given it to somebody and
Yeah,
they
but
say, oh,
but
that's
they
beautiful.
do it now. They do it themselves. Now my team doesn't need me. Almost doesn't
Oh.
need me because true. Huh?
Do you not need him any longer?
No, but you know what I mean. Because you empower people. Rather than take away that power, you give them power. And that's how you get greatness. Because that's how you get an amazing business.
I feel so
Amazing-
greedy eating everything here.
So you taste that one as well.
The gnocchi is fabulous. Everything you could
A
eat.
bit left for you guys.
You could eat. No, there won't be anything. Everything is absolutely sensational. Now, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. How are you meant to eat it? Tell me again how you did it. I thought it was a tomato.
We freeze the essence in a
You
mold.
freeze the essence in a mold.
We put it on a little spike, we dip it.
And dip it in that butter chocolate. But cocoa butter, but we need to season it. That's the next thing. There's a bit of
Tomatoes are from the garden.
My bouche is amused.
So you see here, you've got an older man here, and here you've got a younger man. Okay, Luc has done his learning at the Manoir saison with me, okay, for 6 years. And he's one of the most talented young British chefs, definitely, and beyond, in UK and beyond. And when we work together, he brings his youth as his new ideas and his new modernities, and we work together as a team. That's how we work. And there's a beautiful relationship. She's based on respect, based on creativity, based on things which really matter.
And legacy, because you are bringing on the next generation.
Exactly, and Luc is very much part of it. His two brothers here, Theo, and Nathaniel. Theo and Nathaniel. Wow, my God, that's a team. That's it.
That's a great team. Raymond, what do you want to show me here?
What I want to show you is one of my oldest dish. I'm like a child. Oh, Monsieur Benoit. Monsieur Benoit.
Les premières tartelettes, les premières Mirabelles, Harvey.
Monsieur Benoit, 29 years we've been together.
Yeah, well,
And you're eating beautiful Mirabelle tart.
And he's giving me a little present here. The best Mirabelle tart, the first one as well. Thank you, Benoit.
Bon appétit.
Merci.
Tout à l'heure.
right,
Merci,
it's
Benoit.
beautiful. That is a thing of beauty,
Oh, look at it.
isn't it? Look at it, it's gorgeous. Okay,
So, the dessert is different from the main course or starters. For me, a dessert should make you smile.
yes,
You know,
yes.
make you smile. So all my desserts have got this little childlike approach to it, like this café crème, which you see, voilà, you see how fine
I
it is.
see.
Okay, that's how delicate it is. But we're going
Yeah.
to leave it like that. Okay,
Yeah.
don't worry about it. It took me so long to learn
How to make a-
Remember, I'm self-taught.
Yes.
So I temperate my chocolate, and I tried on the finest china, which I thought the porcelain would be porous, but it is porous.
Yes.
And eventually, I do that on a plastic acetate,
Acetate.
which is absolutely shiny and can create that beautiful sheen.
Yes, it's
but
shiny.
you need to temperate the chocolate
Yeah.
first. Okay, I don't want to show it all of it because it's too difficult.
I'll bet.
It would take you all afternoon. So I'm going to create a base, the saucer, which before I used to have a saucer made of chocolate, but it was too much chocolate. And now, what we do now, let me show you.
Yeah, it's got to be dead centre,
Voilà,
hasn't
dead
it?
center.
Yeah.
Which is never easy. Okay?
Yeah.
So you go dead center here. Okay? And then
That's so clever. So effective. Oh, that's
Et voilà.
lovely.
easy, eh?
No, but I've always wanted to do that. That's
Well, you-
gorgeous.
You'll do it next, okay? Voilà. So then,
Oh, look at that.
so
That is so
it's
pretty.
so delicate. You can
Yes.
see it's so thin.
Yes.
But you don't want to do a chocolate which is too big,
Yeah.
too thick. Okay? So voilà. Now I'm going to have the parfait. I do a parfait with espresso.
A parfait.
Voilà.
Oh,
Très bien.
yes.
Voilà. And that's warm. Voilà. Voilà. Underneath, I've got a beautiful little biscuit, chocolate biscuit, so crunchy and delicious.
Yes.
Okay. And now, so then,
The cream on top of the coffee.
yeah.
Oh, yes.
Voilà. Très bien. Et maintenant, espresso, double espresso.
Oh, that really is espresso.
Just so it looks
Yes.
like the cream. And
Giving-
you got café crème. Voilà. Of course, I wanted to create some extraordinary food, light and seasonal, fresh, clean, creative. But also, I knew that a great experience is not just about the food. I wanted to create an extraordinary experience. So our guests would come in here and somehow they would feel it would be so much more than that, because the good doesn't interest me, the sublime does, certainly, and I went for the sublime. What I didn't want to do is to create a place full of gold and diamond and heavy carpets and ancestors looking down at you in a disapproving manner. I wanted to create a place of passion, a place of celebration, where also my papa could come, where this luxury would be inclusive, not exclusive. This place is about celebration, about holding hands, saying I love you, toujours, forever, encore, discovering the most incredible gardens, to discover a place which I hope will become a modern classic, something of beauty and warmth, a place to celebrate a happy moment in your life.
It cost you nearly £500,000 to create a Japanese water garden in the Oxfordshire countryside.
In a French house.
Yeah, in a French manoir.
Manoir, absolutely, yes. So yes, people couldn't understand, and I had to fight to get for it. You always have to fight, to stand up, because I knew it was not something fake. I wanted to create something true.
It was your vision.
And bring it from another culture, which I have an enormous respect, as honestly and lovingly as you can. Work with the best consultant who has worked 10 years under the masters of Japan. Yeah. He was called Robert Ketchel. Okay, and we created that together, and the man was wonderful.
He
was so wonderful.
Some of the trees obviously have been here for centuries.
That one,
that
yes,
one,
definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
But others, when you look at all the plants, every single one has been chosen and put there with loving care to create this beautiful effect.
And you can see there's a lot of maple trees, okay? There's some amaranth trees, there's all sorts of different trees which belong to the life of Japan. The difficulty is to bring a lot of trees cannot be brought here because of the climate, you know. They're not indigenous to this country, and some can grow and some cannot. So, but we managed to bring at least 20 varieties of Japanese trees here, which will grow very well in our country.
And you come here sometimes just to
to relax, that's why I come. Just when I'm exhausted, when I'm out, I go behind that little hill here and I just
That's Raymond's
let
place.
go. Absolutely. I was burying my dog here.
Yeah.
I had a German Shepherd for 15 years and I loved him so much. And I created his own grave here. I dig it. It took me 6 hours to dig it because there were some big roots. And the gardener said, Monsieur Blanc, we can do it for you. And I said, no, it's my dog, of course, my dog. Okay, so this little place I love.
This is special, isn't it?
Yes. And it's quiet, it's peaceful, yeah. There's a male flower here, okay, and you've got the female flower here. And it's nearly ready to pick. Here you've got, each plant will grow about 30 different courgettes. It's quite amazing how fertile they are, you know? And here you've got, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 baby courgettes. They keep growing. So those are all the seedlings which will be planted later on.
Yeah.
Okay, some are eaten as seedlings and then some happen when they grow up. Okay, you've got about here 20 different varieties of herbs.
You can see everything at different stages.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Look at the baby funnels. That's a bronze funnel here. Look how pretty it is. And look.
Oh, that's strong, yeah.
It's strong, eh?
Beautiful.
So powerful, sweet and aniseed, yeah.
Herbs are wonderful like that, aren't they?
So lettuce.
You can change the nature of a whole dish with the right herb, can't you?
It adds that little bit of magic, you know, which nothing else could add, because the spices can do something, but the herbs can create that magic, which is quite incredible. This woman
So that's life size?
Life size, yeah. Oh. She was very tiny.
Yes, very.
Tiny woman. But she gave me everything. She gave me all these values that I pass on to my team, to young people. She gave it to me.
What's she holding?
She was a sage. She loved the herbs.
Yes.
And she would do chartreuse liqueur, like liqueur of milk with tarragon. the genius. She was a genius. She was a hugely creative woman and a good person.
That is a beautiful tribute
Who
to
looked
her.
after people.
Wearing
And
her-
it's a
wearing
small
her wellies.
Tribute, yeah.
Oh, it's lovely, Raymond. In your orchard book, I was reading that after the war, we lost in Britain
Yeah.
thousands of acres of orchards.
yeah.
And they've remained unused ever since. And you're trying to rebuild some of those old names.
Absolutely, yes. We lost actually about 70% of our orchards because Europe used to give subsidies to other agricultures, but not to orchards. So they they completely abandoned their orchard and we lost them. Okay?
That's
And that
tragedy.
when I saw that, I wanted to recreate this orchard with all British varieties, heritage varieties, which were connected with villages, with communities,
Yes, they've got
and of
beautiful
course
names
with taste.
and individual tastes.
Very
So
much.
how many different varieties?
About 125 varieties here.
Oh, wow.
And 70 varieties of pears, about 20 varieties of plums, apricots, peaches. Yeah, it's a beautiful...
It's a beautiful orchard. And I know that one of your other big dreams is to have a proper vineyard and grow your own wine.
It's here. It's about to be planted.
And isn't there something about climate change that means that actually our climate here in Britain is now becoming better for growing vines than it ever has?
Yeah, absolutely. Even in Oxfordshire, we managed to grow vine now. But in Kent, in Gloucestershire, and all these places, by the sea, of course, is warmer.
Yeah.
It's a better climate.
It's warm here today.
But here, for example, there's a vineyard, okay, very, very close to here, who's going to become a partner because he's going to vinify our wines, okay? And the vine will be on this hill here.
Yes.
And there will be poplar trees
perfect for it.
all on the line here. You will see poplar trees, and then around the vineyard, which will be totally unique, because the vineyard is a new breed. See, I'm working with two of the world's best scientists. We have created a new vine, which is resistant to cold, so a crossbreeding program. Okay, and they are called the Guillaume brothers in Charsen, and they are amazing. They helped me to create my orchard as well.
Yes.
Okay, and this new vineyard will be it will be organic. It will be resistant to cold, resistant to any known viruses or disease.
And
Okay.
how soon do you think we will be able to drink it?
Takes
a long
4
time,
years.
I know.
No. We
4
will
years.
have plant which should be about 2 years old. All is ready, the ground is ready. It took about 6 years to prepare
Get the
the ground,
soil, yeah.
absolutely the soil right. Okay, and around that vineyard will be some black muscat from Alsace
Yes.
for the table. Okay, and then around the black muscat from Alsace there will be lavender, and you'll be able to drink your wine and taste your wine in the middle of this beautiful
So one day,
group of trees.
because this is going to be a new entrance.
That's a new
to the
entrance. That will be a
Manoir.
new entrance of the
People
Manoir.
will drive through the orchard.
Absolutely.
The vines will be over
Absolutely.
there, and they'll be able to go through to the
Yeah.
Manoir there
And
and have a glass of your wine.
A bit more than that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and all the
absolutely.
food that we've tasted today. Thank you so much. This is such an inspiration. I know it's your dream, but you've made your dream come true.
It's my team dream as well.
Yeah.
Thank you, Marie.
Brilliant.
Merci.
Brilliant.
Merci, Anne. Thank you.